I say, YouTube, good morning, good morning. Well, it's a good morning. You locked in for the first time. It's the King Spr33. That'd be me, King Spr. You locked in the Spree Vision. Damn, that sounds ridiculous saying it out loud, but that's what we're doing. Anyway, I was talking to my girlfriend earlier, and we were speaking about finances, and we came across financial advice based on, should you be worried about saving money, minimalizing expenses, or making more money? To which, at the time, I was steadfast on, well, you need to make more money. Point blank period, we need to make more money. But now that I had time to sit down and think about it for about 20 minutes, she's right, and I'm right. We're both right. You need to be able to make more money, minimize expenses, and keep debts down. Now, of course, when we talk about expenses, we're saying that we're going to save for a rainy day. We're saying that you're going to take 20 to 30% of your income, and you're going to be able to put it into financial vehicles that are going to help you in life. Those vehicles will be everything from your Roth IRA to your 401k at your job, maybe your backdoor Roth IRA or backdoor 401k, real estate, crypto, your own personal brokerage account, bonds, actual gold or gold to stock. There are various things, right? There are various things to try to make your money work for you. You know, you choose what you want to choose. I always say I'm not your financial advisor because I ain't got the finances to advise you. But a long story short, you want to find a way to take the money you make and make more money, right? I think we all know that. You also want to minimize the debt. Can you get rid of that credit card debt, that consumer spending, to the best of your ability? Get it down, get it out the way. That don't mean don't use credit cards, gentlemen. That just means that when you use that credit card, make sure we're paying it off at the end of the month so that we can go ahead and secure that we're not getting those interest payments. Trust me when I tell you this. Since 2021, after COVID, credit card debt has been draining me. I've been robbing Peter to pay Paul. And it's been taking a long time to try to chip at it. Something will always pop up. There's always an emergency. There's always a flat tire. There's always the kid is sick and got to go to the doctor. There's always something. And then on the flip side too, I also like to try to live while I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. And that's probably that's one of my biggest problems. So she's right. We got to minimize debt. That's one of the reasons why we moved to Florida and we're staying with her parents. We got to minimize debt. Also, you got to make more money. No disrespect to people that are working hard. We all try to work hard. We all have our thing that we do. Whether you went to school, you learned to trade, you're online with it. No matter your job, whether you're picking up garbage off the floor or you're the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, we all do some version of putting out, working hard. But the reality is that you're going to work and you're making $15 an hour. You're making $18 an hour. You're making $25 an hour. It's not enough. Yeah, in some situations, if you live with your parents or you have roommates and your debt is minimal, you can make it work. Yeah, if you live in Mississippi, you might be able to make it work. But by and large, it's going to be very hard for you to be able to take $25 an hour and make it work. By and large, it's going to be very hard for you to be able to take $25 an hour and make it work in today's economy, especially in the bigger cities, especially in the Miamis, New York City, LA, Houston, even Vegas, right? Atlanta, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, right? It's going to be a lot harder to be able to take $25 an hour and make that work in the bigger cities. Miami, New York, LA, San Fran, don't even think about it. Even to a lesser extent, Houston, Las Vegas. Man, even places like Orlando have gotten to the point where it's very hard to try to make a living off that amount of money. So on one side, she's right. You got to minimize expenses, in my opinion. But on the other side, you got to make more money. And I know easier said than done, because you know you are where you are, and it's going to take a lot for you to be able to take what you do and reverse it. So if you are in the restaurant industry, it takes a lot for you to go back to school for something. It takes a lot for you to learn a new trade while also providing for your family, and also dealing with the work schedule that will come with working at the restaurant. If you work in a hospital and you say, hey, I'm going to go full-fledged into real estate, well, now you got to take the money that you were making from the hospital and now allocate resources and time to learning real estate and finding good properties and doing everything that comes with that. Can it be done? Of course. Do people do it? Of course. Is it a lot harder than maybe waking up and going to work? Yeah, it is. So on both sides, we're trying to minimize our debt as well as just making more money overall, because at the end of the day, you can't save or invest what you don't have. And that's and then that would lead to another issue of taxes, right? Because you figure if you get $1, say $100, and we'll say 30% going to taxes, some a little higher, some a little lower, well, now you're at 70. We haven't spoken about health insurance. We haven't spoken about automatic investments, so to speak, which is like 401ks and things like that. We haven't spoken about things that are seen as like before you even get your check, these are taken out. So let's just take out, let's say $10 for those expenses. So now we're saying we're at 60. For every $100, I'm saying now we're at 60. Okay, so now we're gonna say we need food, we need rent. Rent a lot of times is 30% upwards of what somebody's making. Now we're at $3. Okay, what about our car? What about our car insurance? What about our gas? What about, get the Tesla here, right? What about our gas? What about our extracurricular activities? What about clothes, baby stuff? Food is a big one, right? Both groceries and eating out. And you can see very quickly how that 30% you had left now can dissipate pretty quickly. So on one side, she's right. Let's save money, minimize debt. On the other side, I'm right. Let's make more money. And it's a push and pull that obviously many people have not mastered, or just don't have the means to try to master it. How can I cancel debt if I don't make no money? Right? How can I save if I'm not making no money? It's hard to minimize. Not everybody can move in with their parents. Not everybody can move in. And when I say moving with your parents, I'm not saying you're living scot-free. I'm saying that you're moving, you're probably taking care of a power bill, or y'all splitting the rent 4 ways, or what have you. And in my case, at least when we get to our 2-2, I'm paying most of the rent, but it's a lot less than what it would have been if it was just with no in-laws involved. So now it allows me to take a little bit of extra money and apply it to other places. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We got more videos coming your way. It all makes sense real soon. Hey Meta, stop recording. Hey Meta, stop recording.